Are we live now? Good afternoon, everybody. So this is my 12 days of Christmas. I don't know if we're live on YouTube yet. Let me make sure we are live. Yes, we are. Hi, guys. So this is day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas with Melody Lane. Hello. Oh, you can't see me. Hold on. There we go. Hello. Today I got a Christmas tree on because we're doing a Christmas tree. Well, we're not just doing a Christmas tree. I did an angel. To have this done for you. So this entire thing is made from the Cricut. You don't have to have a maker. You can use any of the Cricuts. It's just Cricut. What is it? Cricut glitter paper. My mom. This 12 days of Christmas is really hard on me. You guys, I've already done one live video. You guys didn't see it because it was a private video in my Village's Cricut Club about a parade. But so here is one. So I've done these frames before, and the frame itself is completely free. The Christmas one I'm making in the frame is completely free. I designed it out of free shapes. So hi, everyone. We are also on live on YouTube and Facebook, and Twitch. So those of you on Twitch and Facebook, the chat that you see in the video is from YouTube. Just in case you're wondering, hi Alicia, I see you. On Facebook, thank you for subscribing. If you subscribe or sponsor me on YouTube or Patreon, your name will also get shown. So we have this one, the Cricut wrote that. Oh, and I have to tell you, because I'm not putting this together on video. I have 2 others. We have Hanukkah. I made 2 Hanukkah ones. This one, this little center, see that little glitter circle? I just stuck that in there and I didn't like it because it was white in the background. Like you can't hardly see it. So I took the gold Cricut pen and then I just went around it and traced it. And I love that because it's a gold halo now. So I glued in the little circle and then just took a pen with my hand and stuck it in there and went around. So I really like that. So I made a card with this on the first day of Christmas. So if you don't have access and you bought this image from Cricut, because I share all my design space files with everybody who supports me on Patreon, YouTube, and Facebook. But they're design space projects. They're my personal projects. And sometimes I use Cricut images. Like the angel is a Cricut image. So in order to use images from Cricut that aren't free, you have to pay or have access. So I do try to use access. And let me tell you with this one, you also got this cutout, which the other day we did a cutout and I made it into a tag, which you could, if you're doing a bunch of them, like for gifts, you could make these ornaments or just put a tag on the back. So I'm missing some questions. If you have questions, put them in all caps. Can anyone tell me how to put the 02 scoring wheel on? Let me show you. And when you are doing, oh man, these aren't the scoring wheels. Where's my scoring wheel? I don't know where my scoring wheel is. But the scoring wheel, it has a little thing like this on the top. This is how you let your blade out. So when you're changing your blade on the scoring wheel, you just click that down and the bottom part comes on and you switch it from the 2 to the 1. I've done videos on the scoring wheel and show you how to do that. So I've done videos on the square frame. So I made these frames out of free images. So these are square. So the difference in the frames we're doing today, they're 5 by 7. They're actually 5 by 7, and I don't know Maybe I forgot that they were actually 5x7 because I just got an idea. Thank you, Elaine, for becoming a member. So this is my Hanukkah one. This is part of it that's going to go on here. And I got this idea 10 minutes before this video started. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my brain started going crazy. I got all these ideas that I want to make more of these. So this isn't how we're doing it today because this doesn't really fit it this way. But I thought about doing something like that. Of course, not with the angel in the background, but to make it more like a shadow box. To do something that way. And maybe have it so it totally covers the top part of the frame up. So you don't have to make the frame out of glitter paper because I'm telling, it took so long for this to dry and I had to hold it the whole time. At least a half an hour. That's why I did this one ahead of time. I don't recommend doing the glitter, but the glitter is so pretty, you just have to hold it if you're using glue. I'm going to use sparkle paper on this one. This is part of the other one, the Christmas tree. I'm using the Cricut sparkle paper, and you cannot use glue on this very well. So I'm going to use the round red tape on that one. We're doing that one last because I'm not sure how well it's going to hold. So we're going to test it out. All right. You can make a t-shirt from the angel. That angel is in Design Space, and that is a writing one, but it has two more. And I think one is all the words cut out in vinyl. So you can cut it in vinyl or iron on and put it on a shirt. Yeah, I think a shadow box will be great too. So I was just working on looking at images in a way I can do that. And I was also thinking, so I saw an image, I could just add something to the bottom and put across here, and you can put pictures in here. So you can actually print actual pictures, like family pictures, and put in here. I also have a backing for them, and the backing is kind of double-sided. So this has a slant here, or you can turn it the other way, and it will make it stand straight up like this instead of like this. So it just depends if you want it like that or like this. Thanks, Sandra, on Facebook. Okay, are there any questions? I can see your questions on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, let's go over to work on this. Okay, so the tree is like this. This is all free images in Design Space. I kind of made the swoops across there. And that's going to go in here. And that's going to fold over. And we're going to see how that works. And then I have presents. And a gold star. Now you could make other things. You could make ornaments or balls for the tree also. You can add anything you want to the tree. So you can add more things to the tree. But I got presents and bows and things. Just to add, probably pop those up. Those will be put on last. There is not a glass on the frame. If there was a glass on the frame, you'd have to go buy glass. You could cut acetate to fit on it, but acetate you'd have to glue to it. So I kind of just like it like this. But you could try to do it with acetate. Okay, so here's how the frame starts. I have score lines in there. So first I'm going to go over all the score lines. And also these are cut on the corners. So these are a part of it. Don't cut these off. Because believe me, and like it might not cut like I don't know if I made the cut line long enough, but you can just fold all these in. Oops. This size frame took me a lot longer to create and a lot of test cuts, more than the thank you, Debbie. More than the square frame. Okay, so now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines on each side. I'm actually using the new Cricut paper. This is from the new blue pack. Have you seen the new paper? If not, you missed my video yesterday. I did a video showing all the new paper. So see, this rolls up like that. Did you see that? I mean, I'm going to show it again, like when I actually make it. But you score all those parts and it kind of just folds up and is like that. So you have the edge. So someone's asking where to find the file for this project. I share all my projects with the people who support my channel, and that's at patreon.com. All the links, I think, are in the description. My assistant set that up for me, and my supporters help me pay for my assistant. So I can do these videos. There's absolutely no way I could do these 12 days of Christmas without my assistant. Absolutely, that wouldn't be happening. It's never happened before. And if I didn't have her, I couldn't do it. It's so much work, and I'm so exhausted. And I have an assistant helping me more than 40 hours a week. I bribed her to help me on the weekend. I paid her more per hour than on the weekday. Okay, that one I don't think yeah, that's good. Okay, did we do them all? No? I try to sleep, Ellen. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I have my iPad right there with me. So sometimes I get on Facebook and help answer questions. And if you're new to my channel and you hear snoring, that is my dogs. That's Kobe. Carly's over by the door, laying on the rug. And Kobe's over here by me. Okay, now before you glue this together, I have this that goes down. I lost my Hanukkah piece. Here it is on my black keyboard. Okay, so we have 2 Hanukkah pieces. This one I put a white background. I'm only making one. I only did 1 frame. But the file has 2. These Hanukkah images are in Access. This one is just in Access. I didn't really do anything to it except for size it. And now I'm wishing I would have made it either smaller or bigger. So if you want to change that, you can do that. Thanks, Tamitha. And this one, I just put a few files together and then I slice some holes through it. So this will be like that. So it writes that and then jumps out with the blue stars. You see? So then you could put these in the frame and it would go up like this. But I think I'm going to make this one. I love this one of the kids. And it's upside down. You have to be able to read that. Okay, and I thought I could make this and pop this up, and I'm not sure. So where you put in the bottom piece, it will fit exactly in underneath these score lines. So we have to do that first because this frame is going to sit on top of that. Now, when I first started making the frames, I was trying to get them to fit. They didn't always fit perfectly. So the best way that I found was just to make it fit underneath the edges so you don't see any lines and it looks nice and neat. Okay, I'm going to check this out. So when we're putting this together, which I'll do in just a second, we have to do the long sides first. That part will be folded in. Okay, these little parts I'm gonna glue in, so don't pay attention to those. Now I'm gonna see. Now see, if I had, when I did this with the glitter, just to warn you, maybe try the red tape with the glitter. I had to sit like this for like 30 minutes till it dried. It finally dried and it's pretty, but just a warning. Okay, that's not gonna fit inside there like I thought. I might have to change that size a little. So I'm going to glue this paper in here first. Oh, my assistant's name is Callie. Most people know her name, I think, that watch my videos. Actually, that's only one assistant. I also have a part-time assistant, and she's been sick all last week. So it's been extra hard, but she's amazing. I'm so thankful for the time that she's here. It's actually Callie's mom. And I told Callie, I said, you know, if she needs some extra money for Christmas, she can come work more because we got lots of things to do. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down. And I know it's going to go inside the score lines. So I'm going to fold all these up and make sure. Okay, looks like it's good. Somebody's asking, what is the difference of iron-on everyday and iron-on light? The quality. Everyday iron-on is new, and it's so much easier to work with. It's better quality. They're getting rid of the iron-on light. Okay. So now this is going to go in here. I'm going to put this on first. You have to do the long ones first. I'm trying to see where it's going to go. See, I think I need to make this one either bigger or smaller. I'm just going to try to center it, but I'm going to try to pop out the kids. Because my idea was if I could fit this on, if it was just a little smaller, which I think I might make it a little smaller, for the file, I'll go in and edit it. If I make that a little smaller, then we can pop up this whole thing and have a shadow. And I think that would be pretty. If somebody, I missed some of the chat, but if somebody is having a problem with Patreon and I just found this out this morning because some people were pledging $2 but couldn't get the files. That is because they upgraded from the bottom tier of $1 and they were in the baby bug files. They were in the baby bug tier. So when they just pledged more, they didn't choose the creative baby bugs. They were pledging $2, but they weren't getting the $2 pledge perks. So you have to go in and edit your perk, edit your tier to creative baby bugs. After days of working with a few people, I finally figured it out. Because I'm like, they're pledging, they're doing it. So some of them, I gave them files through Messenger and stuff, but we got it figured out. They just have to edit their tier. Okay, so I put pop-up pieces just on them, and I'm gonna put glue around the edge here. And actually, I don't know if I'm gonna glue anything else. I don't think I need to. This is my first time doing this one. So, oh, yeah, I did do that. I'm just gonna try to place this in the center of the white. I think that looks good. So they are popped up a little. I'll be able to show you in a minute. So like in Cricut Access, they have little scenes like this, all different kinds. And so I was thinking, oh, it would be pretty with like a deer scene or something. And then to put it on top of this and make a shadow box. Or to put like a partial scene or some words across it. And to make a frame. I gotta do it. I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay, so next we have the middle part done. We're gonna glue these little, see these little triangles? We're gonna glue those down flat. Now, you may be asking, why are we doing that? Why do you have them there? Why don't you just cut it off? Because on some of these other frames that I did, I used poster, I made a lot of frames. They're put away right now. But I made a whole lot of different frames. I made some with hearts in the middle. That you guys also get those projects. And I was using a lot of poster board, the foil poster board and different things. And the problem with not having these little tabs here glued in, or even there, is you could see the edge of the paper and it was white. On cardstock, like I'm using here, the blue cardstock, I think this is actually the first time I'm making it out of cardstock, except for when I was testing. When you're doing it with a different core, like if it has a white core or the other side is a different color and you don't do these little tabs here, you see the edge of this and it just looks bad. You see it and it doesn't look put together nice. So that's why I actually had to weld these on. I had to make these extra. Mary is asking on Facebook, what is Patreon? Patreon is a site. You go to patreon.com/melodylane. But it's a site that people can support creators, musicians, artists, comic book writers, authors, podcaster. It's a place where people can get paid and do what they love and share what they do with people. Like these tutorials, I would never quit my job. I did hair for 25 years. I would still be doing hair probably if it wasn't for Patreon to let me get a start on doing videos and tutorials and teaching and make a living at it, so I didn't have to work another 40-hour week job. And let me just say, working 40 hours a week, I kind of miss that. But I love what I do, so it's fine. But I don't get to clock out and go home. The only time I'm clocked out is when I'm asleep. Otherwise, even in the evenings, I try to relax and get on the couch and watch some TV or YouTube mostly. I still have my iPad with me. Okay, so we're putting glue all the way up to the edge. This edge is the most important part that has the glue, and I'll show you on the other one again. And then we're just going to push this down. And we're going to push this down almost to this score line, not the bottom one, because the edge of the paper would be the bottom one. We're going to push it down to that one, and then we're going to roll it. And you want this to stand straight up. I'll show you once I get it glued on. I'll show you up closer. I'm using art glitter glue I got from Mamie Made It. This was for a charity that she did for the United. This is for the United. What was it for? The kids, the sick children. I forget, what's the charity? United something. Yes, Mary, that is the correct link. Yeah, Mama Disney, I get it. Your full-time job interferes with your crafting. Mine did too. So I had to figure out a way. That's how I started. I had to figure out a way that I could do my crafting and do my videos and do my tutorials and help people to do what I really wanted to do and make money so I can do it full-time. I don't have anyone else supporting me. Okay, so here we're going to put the glue on. I want it really good along this score line. Whoops. Just underneath. On every single one, I think I get it up a little higher. And then I put more here. And you have to do these long sides first. So then I'm going to push this down. And roll it up. And then sometimes I kind of have to push this bottom part in so it's straight up. Let me hold it while it dries. Can you see how it's straight up? It might be harder to see. I'll show you from the sides. Yeah, was it this? Yeah, it's St. Jude, the NICU. Thanks, Lynn. Fabric Tack, she says, for the glitter glue. I did use art glitter glue on this, but like I said, I had to hold it for 30 minutes. I do have other glues. I just didn't know which would work and which wouldn't. I buy the glue from maymaymadeit.com, but you'll have to call them because when you can't ship it when it's cold. She's in Alabama though. Like she possibly could ship it to me in Florida. So you have to call. Because if it gets cold, it is no good. And she is a good person and does not want to sell you something that by the time you get it is going to be garbage. Oh, the gold bottles from NICU Helping Hands. Yeah, I thought this one was something else. I had the gold bottle for a while. Okay, so can you see these holes? That's so you can kind of see the shape of the walls. Can you see it better on this one? Okay, so now we're going to go to the side. So the sides, when I do the sides, I have to do this after I glue it, and then I have to kind of push these corners in. So you want to do it while the sides aren't totally completely dry. And we also have to add glue here and here in these slants. And then inside the score line, because that score line is what you see down here. So you don't want anything going in there. I'm going to push this down. If you're smart, you don't do it all the way across and you leave room for your finger to push the glue on. I haven't learned that yet. Like I have learned it and I know that, but I don't do it. I don't know why. So I'm pushing these corners together and I'm pushing down on here. I push that there to make sure that's straight. Pushing down in these corners where I have some glue and let it dry for just a minute. And I've heard some people trying to get it other places and they'll ship it in the winter, but don't trust that because they don't care if it's going to work good for you or not. Maymay cares. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put glue, let me show you, along this slant on each side. And then we're going to bend this and put it here. Now, if you're worried about making this the first time, look, I'm going to leave a spot for my finger. If you're worried about making this the first time, do it out of scrap paper. Okay, now see, I had to open this up a little to get this to fit between them because I must have pushed too hard. There we go. And there we go. So now I'm going to hold this. Thanks for subscribing. This is only day 3 of Christmas. We have more stuff. Thursday I won't be live. It'll be a recorded video, but it's a special video. It's going to be a special video with 2 other people who you're going to get gifts from all 3 of us. You're going to get files from all 3 of us, and everybody gets the files. I have one file that is shared with absolutely everybody, and then I have another file that has more that will go to my supporters. So don't forget Thursday, guys. Come back Thursday, even if you're not a supporter. Okay, that one I pushed in too far, I think. And then there, I didn't. And this glue dries clear. So this one, I did pop up the boy and girl a little bit. And see, that black is not big enough. I think I should make this a little bigger. Or I could add a little piece of paper, the same color as that black, and put on there. And of course, you don't have to do these colors. You can do any colors you want. Okay, so here's the backing. So the back, the easel part, if you want to use it as an easel, it has 3 score lines. So it has 1 in the center and 2 like that. So you fold down in the center and then up on the ends. I said down. Can you see that? It goes up. Now I've never done this on, yeah, like that. So if you want it to sit straight up, like completely straight, you would do it so the flat piece is on the bottom. Or if you want it to be slanted back a little, you do it for the slant is on the bottom. So then I'm going to put glue on both of these sides. Sue says she had to make 3 of these before she got the process down right. Yeah. So make them out of cardboard or scrapbook paper or craft, what is the word I'm looking for? Scrap paper. Or paper you don't use very often. So I'm going to do it so the slant is on the bottom. Double check and make sure you don't put it on upside down. On the square ones I have lines so you know where to put this, but I don't think it matters too much. So I'm just going to glue that on. And now it sits like that. Do you like it? Now, I could have made this one, or you can make both of them and just make 2 frames. You could also make this into a card or something. You can make both of these into a card. I think this actually was a card, and I cut the card off. All right, now let's try the Christmas tree. So this is just Cricut glitter. Let's see if we can glue this together. Wow, Kobe, you're being really loud. And this tree is completely free. Tomorrow we're doing DIY wrapping paper, and hint, don't throw away the brown wrapping paper you get from the Cricut boxes from all the shopping you've done. You can iron it with your easy press. But then we're going to add stuff to it to make it Christmas paper. Okay, so I'm going to stick this on here and hope it sticks. We just want this even here. Now you can cut out more things or do things to decorate this. You could add words or something to it. And then we have presents and stuff, but we can put the presents and stuff on after this is put on. So now this is where I think this is not going to stick to this glitter, I don't think. So I'm going to use this red line tape. This tape you can get so many different places. Yes, Cricut cardstock is 80 pound. The easel does not fold down flat. Well, I guess it does. It's not made to, but there, I just folded it down. Like if you had to ship it, You could fold that down and then pull it back out. I mean, it does the job to just stand up. It just doesn't look as nice. But if you have to, you have to. Okay, this is double-sided tape. This is really strong tape. And I'm just going to put it just inside the score line. And we are going to pray. This is really strong tape. What is... Oh my gosh. I just started playing on another computer. Am I haunted? And we are going to pray. It's on a phone. Oh my gosh. One of my old phones just started playing my video. So weird. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we're going to pray that this sticks. I'm going to add a little more to the center. Okay, so now this is double-sided and it's clear, but you see a red film on it and you have to pull that red film off. I don't know if I haven't used Mimi's score tape. Yeah, this is wrong. Oh, and I tried to glue these in. This is Cricut sparkle paper. Oh, I forgot to glue this in. Let me do that. This is Cricut sparkle paper, the frame. Okay. And I tried to glue in these tabs, and I mean, I would have had to hold them, and I didn't have time to hold them when I did that part. So I'm just going to try to push them in. And we're going to roll this up. Is it going to stick? Oh, no. Okay. It's going to stick when we get it all done. I'm going to add a Cricut ruler. It wants to still come up, but okay, I'm going to add some glue with that tape. And I thought this might happen. Where's my, oh, wait. One of my subscribers sent me this little weight they made that will put some stuff on there. So I'm going to still try some tape and some glue. If we can get these sides done, they will hold down those sides. So now I'm gonna also add glue. If you don't want something this difficult, don't use the sparkle paper. I want to push these down. Make sure those are just down. Okay, now we're gonna put glue on the slants, and hopefully that's what's gonna, I'm gonna add glue here for those guys, what's gonna really hold this down. Do you see why I chose one with just cardstock? Had to show you the easy way. And a more difficult way. But don't you guys like the glitter and sparkle paper better? I guess not everyone does. Thanks, Sue. Thank you guys to all of you who are helping answer questions. You guys have no idea how hard it is to craft and tell you how to do something at the same time trying to answer questions. Would E600 work? It probably would. I have some somewhere. Hot glue would probably work too, but you can't have something that's going to dry too quickly. Because like I have to push this back to get these to fit in there. And I gotta make sure these corners are in there. Go in, go in. Uh-oh, that one's not in. Okay, I don't suggest you use sparkle paper. At least for this. But it's so pretty. Go in. Why don't our crafts listen to us? Okay, I'm gonna put this there just to know that that will fit in there. See, this is gonna have to dry. But isn't it pretty? Yeah, I thought of hot glue too. Maybe hot glue for the sides. You wouldn't want to use it on the edges just because you sometimes have to move it around a little. So maybe hot gluing these sides would work. Should we try it? Move that out of the way. Okay. Getting the hot glue gun. We're gonna try it. Uh-oh. Oh, there's an outlet. Okay, this has to warm up a little. While it's warming up, let's go to questions. Brandy says she's using hot glue and it's working for her. Well, I got the hot glue gun out. It's warming up. Yep, it's warming up. I don't have double-sided white tape that I know where it's at. Yeah, we need hot glue that has a little wiggle room. That's why I said I'm going to use hot glue only for these side edges, because if we can get these down, it will hold down these edges here. So we're going to try that. We'll see if that works. But look at how pretty that is. Do you see how pretty the sparkle paper is? It's so freaking pretty. Actually, I don't even think we need glue on these if we can just get the sides down maybe. Okay, Kathy says with hot glue, it kind of gives dimension or lifts up. She doesn't think hot glue is right, but I'm just going to use just a little bit of the hot glue. Hi, Lynn Carter, love. Maxine is asking, how would you add a layer for a little scene? I would get a scene and I have to measure what size this is. If it's 5x7 including the frame, I don't think it was. And then you could glue it on top of here to make a 3D scene. Or you can glue a scene inside and use the pop-up dots or pop-up foam and then do another one on top. I'm gonna try to do one like that. Lynn is asking, is the scoring wheel supposed to put separate lines close to each other? It is for certain projects. That's the double scoring wheel. So with things like the sparkle paper and poster board and stuff, you use the double scoring wheel. So when you fold it, it doesn't like crack. And when you're using the scoring wheel on glitter paper, you should put the glitter paper or this paper, the shimmer paper, the poster board, put it pretty side down to score it with the scoring wheel. Okay, first thing I'm going to try to do is, oh, it's not hot enough yet. There we go. I'm going to put a little dot here. Fold these down. And glue works for that, the hot glue. So yay. Okay, and now I'm gonna add just a little hot glue there. And, whoops, probably put too much there. Just a little there. Oh, that one came up. Let's get it down. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's gonna work. This is hard. Is it all in? Did we get it? Okay, I think we got it. Yay! Yay for hot glue. Okay. First, let's get these pieces in. Don't push so hard. Use the end of my scissors. Go. Go. So if you're using hot glue, glue these things, get these suckers in there. Okay, now before we put any more glue on, we're gonna fold this up, make sure it will fit correctly. Okay, it all fits good. So we're gonna pull it back out. And I'm not putting glue all the way across. I'm learning from the other side. You guys learn from your mistakes. It's good to make mistakes because you learn. Okay. Whoops. Ow, that hurt. That glue is hot. Okay, let's get it in there. Push the corners together. Push on top. I only burnt one finger. Maxine says, would acetate over your tree make it easier to glue the frame onto it? I'm not sure. It's possible. Okay. Yay, we have the frame. Now let's decorate. Here's all my pieces. Okay, I'm keeping the hot glue gun out. We're gonna do this quick. I made extra bows, like these little short bows, just because I thought they would look neat. Like this present, that gets on there. But then I thought, you know, maybe it'd be neat with like extra ribbon. You don't have to use the extra bow, but let's do the star first. I'm just gonna add a dab of glue, hot glue. I'm gonna add glue to the back of this ribbon. These are all free shapes. I just made them out of the shapes in Design Space. That one goes like that. And of course you can make them out of any color you want. If you've never used my projects before, when you get my projects, they're just a link to Design Space, and all you do is click on the link and it opens up my project, and then you can save it to your projects. I ask that you save it as private so you don't accidentally share it. You can use my projects for commercial use as long as they're like not Mickey or anything like that. Disney or Star Wars or, you know, those type of things. Now, do I want this like this? Yeah. I'll just add a little. A little dab will do ya. Okay, let's see if we can do pop-up dots. We'll pop these up. And I got glue strings on me. If there are any questions? No, I did not hot glue all sides. That's a great question. I only hot glued the short sides. I would not suggest to glue these sides. Actually, I don't think you need to glue them at all. As long as you get these sides in, they will hold these sides down. So if you're using hot glue, I would only do these sides because these, you need a little wiggleness. Is that a word? Wiggleness? Okay. If not, I just made it up. Who else makes up words like that? I do. You guys know what I mean, right? If you know what it means, it's a word. It doesn't have to be in a dictionary to be a word. At least that's what I say. Thanks, Sue. In the link of the description of this video are 3 different ways you can get to the file. If you support me on YouTube, if you're a YouTube member, you click the join button. If you've clicked that and you're a member, you get the file there. There's also Facebook fan subscription. So there's a link to the Facebook post with it and a link to the Patreon post. There. Ooh, I'm glad I used those pop dots. Can you see the dimension of the presents? It's kind of hard to see. But isn't it pretty? So that's Cricut sparkle paper, which I'm so glad I used. I'm so glad I got my glue gun to use it. So I just used the glue gun on these 2 sides, and actually I wouldn't even worry about gluing this long sides on this. And then it's just Cricut glitter paper for the rest. Isn't that pretty? Oh. So for the back, this is just Cricut glitter paper, not because I cut these out at the same different times. This frame has been cut out for months. And I'm like, oh, I already have a red frame cut out. I have some for fall that were cut out too. I never got to. Okay, so I'm going to, there's a ribbon on the back. I'm going to put it so the slant is on the bottom so it will go back. And Mary Ann, I don't know if she's still here. She was watching, actually she was chatting with me before the video. We usually come and chat before the video. And she has been a supporter and she has my other frames. And she gives them away as prizes for her bingo and stuff at her clubhouse, and people love them. They're as door prizes. Isn't it pretty? I like it. Now you could add vinyl to it or something and make it say something. You can also add things to the corners. You could add more ornaments to it. You could add words to it if you wanted to, especially if you're just doing it out of cardstock. You could add words around the edges. You could have the Cricut write it, or you could do them in vinyl or something and have that on there. Can you see that? It's hard to see in the video the dimension of these presents. It's so hard, but it's really cool. I love that dimension. So we made that one, and then we have this one and this one. So if you're doing it with this, I would, on these sides, I think I would go ahead and put glue on these and then do hot glue on the edges, on the short ones. Yeah, now I've done the hard work of figuring it out for you. Yeah, it's, oh, mini lights. Did I just see that? Sue Nelson. She says add mini lights. That would be so pretty. I got mini lights somewhere in those black and white cubes. That would be pretty. Yeah, you could add lace around the frame. Oh, Sue, that's a great idea. She says add a banner across. You could add a banner that says, oh my gosh, I think I have to do it. A banner. I want to make a little paper banner with the Cricut can just write Merry Christmas on little pieces, and you can put it on string. You can't see what I'm showing you, can you? Like, just make a little, little paper banner, and you could have the Cricut just write on it Merry Christmas, one letter on each piece of banner, and string them together and put Merry Christmas across that. That would be so cool. Thank you for that idea. You guys are awesome. That is a great idea. You could even wrap it around and tape it on in the back. So like if you had it on ribbon or string or something, you could take a piece of ribbon and glue little shapes, like you can make triangles or little banner shapes. Have the Cricut write a letter on each one of them. It says Merry Christmas, or make a birthday one. And wrap that around that and tape it on the back. That would be cool. That is a great idea. I love that we can do these live videos and come up with more ideas together. Yeah, with glitter pens. So pretty. Just practice the frame with some cardstocks. Do it in a color you don't like or that you don't use very often. It might take you a few to get it right. Yeah, I get excited easily. Well, that is just such, I can see it in my head. That is such a great idea. I want to put Merry Christmas or if you wanted to make this a picture frame and put a real picture in it, you could do that. And if it's like a picture from somebody's birthday or a picture with their cake, you could do happy birthday across it. Now, if the face is up here, you could do happy birthday across the bottom and have it like hang there. That would be cute. Or have the face down here and put happy birthday up here. Or put first birthday. You could have it go at an angle up in the corner, first birthday. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh, you found one at the Dollar Tree, a mini clothesline and little clothespins. Oh, now that is cute. I think I have little clothespins I bought and never used them, but I had to buy them, just in case I need them. Now I need them. I did not make the Christmas hat. I think I got it from Dollar Tree last year. As you can see, it's coming apart. The top one came off too, and I fixed that this afternoon. I used art glitter glue, and then I put a clip on it, and then after I fixed it, the bottom one was coming off. How do you link a cartridge to your account? If you have the Maker, you need a cartridge adapter. They are on the Cricut website right now. And you just hook it up to your computer and you sign into your account. And you go up to the top 3 lines and click Link Cartridge. Would you like me to show you really fast? Can't see that. Okay. See these dots right here? Click those. Click Link Cartridge. No Cricut device found because I have a Maker and it's not on. But even if the Maker was on, you can't use the Maker. You have to have the cartridge adapter. Or if you have an Explorer machine, you just put the cartridge in your account. Thanks, Sue. Yeah, if you guys like my videos, please give them a thumbs up. Share them with your friends. Yeah, it only takes a few seconds to link a cartridge. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I have some more projects I need to work on. So I need to do that. And, oh, I need to get gas in my golf carts, I think, for the parade. Because we're going to decorate them on Wednesday, and I don't have time to put gas in them any other day. Don't forget to unplug your glue gun. Thank you. I will do that. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We're doing DIY wrapping paper. So don't throw away the brown wrapping paper from Cricut. We're going to decorate the wrapping paper, make it pretty. Okay? So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit different. We're not gluing paper to it or anything. But the Cricut is used in some way. So we'll be back tomorrow at 4. Love you guys. Bye.